This is an exciting event for us, and talking about the completion of the heavy construction part of the ALLO project here in Lincoln. And with that, I'll turn it over to Mayor Beitler, who was not just an integral part of this, he led the whole project. So thank you.
Brad, thank you very much, but you're being overly kind. This was ALLO, this was Nelnet, and this was the city as a partner. But I want to start out by thanking Brad and ALLO for hosting us here this morning for what is a great, great moment of celebration in our city. Back in November of 2015, the two of us were standing together, you may recall, to announce that Lincoln was about to become a gig city with ALLO's plans to build an ultra-fast broadband network using the city's existing fiber conduit. And today, here we are, together again to announce that the construction part of this huge, huge project is nearing a very successful conclusion. And Brad will have more of the details of all of this in just a minute, but I wanted to take just 1 minute to stress what a game changer this has been for the city of Lincoln and will continue to be for the city of Lincoln. People around the nation didn't think these guys could get it done, and they, unbelievable, they got it done on time, and with what I think is probably the best cooperation between homeowners and builders that we've seen in the city in a long, long time. And it's a tough place to interact with the public, as everybody knows. But a great job was done in communications. In Lincoln, we accomplish great things by forming partnerships. City government often partners with the private sector on projects like this one, not as huge as this one usually, but on projects like this one. We've started calling it the Lincoln Way because it's a matter of making a distinct effort to bring different sectors of the community together to solve problems and to create change and to make improvements all around the city. What first sparked the Fiber to the Home project was the city's initial investment in fiber conduit. We invited the private sector to use that conduit, and ALLO responded big time with a proposal that was bold. Ultra-fast broadband service to every home and every business in the community by 2019. Wow. And here we are, 2019, and we are on the cusp of having it totally completed and put in motion. The impact of the partnership is rippling throughout our community. The state-of-the-art fiber network gives us a competitive advantage, creating new jobs and strengthening the economy. It's creating new educational opportunities for our students. It's led to more competition in the marketplace and more choices for consumers. It's improving our quality of life right now and for a long ways into our future. In short, the partnership with ALLO has made Lincoln a national leader in internet speed, which makes our great city even more attractive to those who are thinking of living here and coming here to work and to grow their families. I want to again thank ALLO and its Nelnet allies for this tremendous investment that truly represents an investment in Lincoln's future. So congratulations, Brad, to you and your team on this historic achievement. Thank you to Nelnet and all your other partners who helped make this happen. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Those of you who know me, I never pay attention to my notes here. So, Mayor, I went to the concert last night, and you want to talk about infrastructure projects and changing the community. You've overseen some amazing projects during your tenure, and for that I thank you. James Taylor last night was special, and without your leadership and the city's leadership, that doesn't get done either. So thank you very much to that. At ALLO here, we're excited to announce the end of this major construction. Okay, what does that mean? That doesn't mean we're done. There's many homeowners, business owners who have requested service, and we need to do some small additions to the network. We will get to you. What we're announcing today is where we come in and, for lack of a better term, invade a neighborhood with several boring crews and really are disruptive in the neighborhoods. Most of that is complete. We'll still be doing a lot of connections. We're probably less than a third done with all the connections that we'll do over the next 5 or 7 years. So that's how I want to define the end of this. This project for 100% fiber connectivity available to every business, governmental entity, and residents is really one of the largest projects of its kind, if not the largest, in the United States. I'm quite confident it's the fastest, safest, all underground project that's ever been done in the nation. And it took a lot of people, and I'll mention many of them, both inside of ALLO, inside of the city, and many of our partners to get this done. We thought it would take between 4, 5, and maybe 6 years. Really, we got it done in about 2 3/4 years. And I just couldn't be more proud of everybody being involved in that. You know, if you go back to 2015, I think, Mary, you talked about November of 2015. I want to go back to a meeting. It was either late August or early September, where I thought we were just going to come have a meet and greet, and I brought some business cards, and Mike Dunlap and myself, I thought we were going to meet with 2 people. We walked into a conference room, and there was 19 people there. You want to talk about market research? That said there was a need for fiber in the town. We went into an incredibly rapid agreement phase. Nelnet purchased most of our company in that time, and we got it done. So that leadership was just phenomenal. I would like to say I had a full head of hair back then, but I was already bald then too. But it was rough. This underground network, how big is it? We have 1.1 billion linear feet of fiber in the city. That's a lot. Close to 8 million linear feet of conduit that was all installed in the last little bit. So the mayor, the city of Lincoln, our other utility partners, Lincoln Electric Systems, Lincoln Water, Black Hills Energy, and we started off thinking that, hey, we can manage this ourselves. Well, we were wrong. Bauer Underground, about probably 6 months into the project, they came to us and said, hey, we can make this go better, we can make it go faster, and more importantly, we can make it safer. Bauer Underground was just huge for us. And everybody on the ALLO team, Todd Hain came in and led a big part of the project. Jeff Kenny helped developed a design capability that was just amazing. Jeff Kenny was our co-founder, or was my co-founder. And just everybody on the ALLO team was just phenomenal. We learned a lot. One, you have to market to the community to say, hey, we're going to come in and we're going to be operating in your backyard. And it's going to be hard. Lincoln doesn't have alleys in most places. Most of our communities have alleys. We can drive our trucks up and down. Wow, that was a challenge. And we really did a great job, and we're very safe while we did that. One of the things that has come out of this is Lincoln's now has a designation as one of the 25 smart gigabit communities in the United States. Wow, what a designation. ALLO, the city, the University of Nebraska, and many, many other partners will bring state-of-the-art new technologies to the community. What will those be? I have no idea. But I think together we can be one of the leaders in the United States, if not the world, on this. As we look out over the next 30 to 40 years, we will fundamentally change how people live, work, and play in Lincoln. I think that's exciting. It's already a great community, but this is just one item that just makes it even better. Prior to this project, the average internet speed available in Lincoln residents was between 4 and 12 megabits per second. Today, our Lincoln customers can enjoy symmetrical download speeds starting at 300 meg. We also offer a gig up and down. That's 1,000 up and down. And in the next several months, year and a half, we'll be talking about NG-PON 2, which is 10 gig up and down to the home. People say, oh, well, you'll never need that. Well, I remember back in the day when we went from dial-up to DSL and to some of the other technologies, and we said, man, that's all the speed we'll ever need. Look where we are today. Ookla, the global leader in internet testing and analysis, recently recognized ALLO as the fastest internet provider in the state of Nebraska. But I want you to really listen to this. In addition, they verified that Lincoln, Nebraska, of the top 100 cities in the United States, has the 6th fastest internet. When we came in, Lincoln was the I think in that first meeting you said, how does Lincoln have the 26th fastest internet in the state of Nebraska? And I think your comment was, there was a small community out in western Nebraska, and you said, how are they number 6? I said, well, they're on ALLO fiber. And if I remember right, Mary, you said, I want some of that. So today, again, Lincoln has the 6th fastest in the country. But we're behind Kansas City, San Antonio, Raleigh, Lubbock, and Austin, Texas. Wow, we've come a long ways, and we're going to keep moving up. But our goal isn't just to move up that speed ranking, because it's your average speed that when you go to speed test, because there's a very, very important part that we have to accomplish here, and that's the digital divide. And that's some lower speeds to make sure each of our citizens and each of our school children are on great internet, because that's how we make our community better. So maybe our average won't increase that much, and maybe we won't go up the rankings, but what's more important is we're going to make sure that everybody can participate in this. Over the course of this 3-year project, ALLO's invested, and through our parent company, Nelnet, millions of dollars in not only fiber and fiber infrastructure, but we've also added 363 jobs here in Lincoln. Many of the people are standing out here. Wow, I just can't tell you how great it is to look out over the community, the ALLO team, and say, this didn't exist 3 years ago, and now this is one of the best teams in the country at offering fiber internet. So with that, I'm going to wind up my prepared remarks, and I just want to thank everybody, and particularly the ALLO team. This isn't done by doing an 8-to-5 job. These are people working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure that we have the best service available in our community. And for that, I thank the community. I thank the community's patience for while this was going on. And I thank the City of Lincoln and Mayor Beitler for your leadership. So with that, I can take questions. Nope.
Millions and millions of investment. Is there going to be, give us a ballpark of how much you're investing?
Through September 30th, 2018, we did in our filings, SEC filings, we said we'd invested $220 million across all our markets. The vast majority of it's here in Lincoln. That's probably the easiest way to say it. Any other? Yes?
Will ALLO be available to some of the communities that are on the far reaches of Lincoln, on the on the outside borders of Lincoln?
Will ALLO be available in other communities? We're working on that every day. We're in 9 communities right now, 8 in Nebraska and 1 in Colorado. And each of those communities is doing we've changed. Over time, we expect to grow to other communities. And there's a wide variety of decisions that go into that, not only within the communities, but as technologies improve, also in the rural areas of our state. We have to get broadband to everyone. It's the same as when we electrify the United States. The cities got it first, and then the rural areas. We're just trying to help the entire, I guess, nation get there faster. And so it's very capital intensive. We don't really announce new markets, but I will tell you, Al Schroeder and his team have about 20 markets designed, and we're trying to get cost-efficient, good solutions for each community that we can. Other questions? And from others in the room.
So you added 363 jobs, and now that there's no boring and pulling wires through the ground and that sort of thing, those people are still, you're finding other uses for them?
Yes, we are. There's 363 jobs, but really that was a small number of the total impact. Bauer, their team, and all their subcontractors, as well as some of our subcontractors, totaled over 1,000 additional people that were working in our community over the past several years. Some of those positions will move to construction that we do in other towns, but hey, we're not done here. I can't quote market shares, but we've got a lot of work to do yet. And our goal is to always have the majority of the customers. This is great. This is competition. This is what America was founded on. And we're bringing competition. It's making all the other carriers better. And Lincoln really has a lot of choices. I happen to believe that ALLO is the best choice. Other questions? All right, with that, I do thank everybody for coming out on such a cold day and a lot of snow around. I'm just so thankful that you guys came. I'm so thankful we're done with this heavy construction, and I'm really thankful that the cold, heavy snows didn't happen the last 2 winters, because that's when we were really moving fast. So thank you, everybody.
Probably will be